It's off to Mellison. Can they generate some run here, the Rangers? Clark dispossessed. Laurie then won the football back. This would be an incredible solo effort from the 23rd man. To Lucas from 45 as kicks it high in the air. Graham and Hagen compete. Bring the ball to Brown. Laurie, lovely sidestep, lovely check side, lovely goal for the Oakley Chargers.
Bailey Laurie, what a sensational crumbing effort.
Wow. Tries to burst through the stoppage. Well played, Schreiber. Great hands to Westwood. Bianco, and they're lining up through the middle of Icon Park. Laurie, wonderful vision there from him. He goes towards goal and squeezes it through. That's a sensational finish.
On this week's episode, Bailey Laurie. Bailey would start his junior career with the Diamond Creek Junior Football Club before moving on to the Beverley Hills Junior Football Club as a 13-year-old, where he'd taste success in his first year. Being identified as a crafty small, he would represent the YJFL Interleague on multiple occasions, winning many championships. As a 15-year-old, he would join the Oakley Chargers pathway system. The hard work would be paying off, with Bailey being selected in the under-16 Vic Metro squad. That same year, he was given the opportunity to join Caulfield Grammar School. And in 2019, Bailey would represent both Oakley Chargers and Caulfield Grammar, winning 2 premierships. Welcome Bailey Laurie to Talent Talk Tuesday. Hello and welcome to another edition of Talent Talk Tuesday. On today's episode, we have draft prospect in 2020, Bailey Laurie. Welcome, Bailey.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
So we'll start off with this interview with the first question. And after coming off a successful 2019 and obviously a ankle injury, both personally and in that team environment, you won 2 premierships, both at APS level and NAB League level. What expectations did you have leading into 2020 after a successful season?
Obviously, as you mentioned, I was lucky enough to experience some success with both school footy and at Oakley. I think expectation wise, I think I just wanted to, obviously, as you mentioned as well, the ankle injury. I just wanted to get a full preseason under my belt. I felt like throughout 2019, I probably wasn't athletically, I guess, prepared as I would have liked. So. I was really happy I was able to get a full pre-season into me, and expectation-wise, I think just improving what we already had. I think there was definitely high standards that I guess I held for myself and both the team in both respective programs. So I've obviously had goals that I set out for myself for the year, but obviously just keep improving from what I'd already built with individually and team-wise in both those programs.
Wow. So just based on the programs that you have been through, and I know this year's been a bit of an interruption. So my next question is, how have you balanced this year without any programs being in place? And how have you how are you working towards building yourself up to the combine?
Obviously, a bit disappointing that this year hasn't gone to plan, but I've kept it pretty similar, to be honest. I really enjoy having a routine and I find that it holds me in good stead. So I've been training pretty often, pretty much every day, whether that's going down the footy oval and having a kick, or doing a running session, or doing gym and those type of things. So I felt like I've really been able to keep consistent with that. So I haven't really had to, I guess, necessarily have a huge increase in my training load, because I've kind of kept it consistent from the start of the year until when we were coming back to play games, and then to now. So I feel like I've gradually increased from the start of the year, which has been really good. Obviously school, that keeps me really busy. So whether that be remotely or when we were at school, that kind of takes up the majority of the day. So I kind of just base my training around that, and I felt like alongside with that, I've been able to spend a lot of time with my family, which has been awesome. I don't usually get to do too much of that during the year, so that's really helped. And I've started doing a few other things like meditation and
beautiful.
I guess that kind of mindfulness. I know it's pretty popular these days, but I felt like that type of thing has really helped me this year. And yeah, pretty much, yeah, all of those things have kept me pretty busy. So although it is a time where you can find yourself pretty bored and I guess with not much to do, I felt like I haven't really experienced that, which has been good. So
Good.
yeah, I've just been trying to train as hard as I can and keep balance in my life, and I feel like building up towards to hopefully perform strongly at the combine, which will be exciting.
Awesome. Next question I've got is, can you give us a little bit of a background on your football pathway and your football journey, and what made you play football?
So I started out at Diamond Creek Junior Footy Club. Well, I actually started at Auskick, sorry, but yeah, that kind of gradually increased to junior footy at Diamond Creek, because that's where I lived for the majority of my life. And then, I kind of realised, I guess, in myself that I wanted to get the most out of my football. And so I moved over to Beverley Hills at the start of under 13s. So moving from the NFL to the YJFL. And I felt like that helped me dramatically with my development. And I was able to surround myself with some really good players, and I think that I played there until under 15s, and that opened the door for other opportunities. I was introduced to some people at Caulfield Grammar, and was lucky enough to get a scholarship there in year 10. Sorry, so as I progressed through junior footy, I slowly progressed into playing school footy since year 10, and I was also lucky enough to go through the Oakley program, which has also helped me dramatically. So pretty much since under 16s I've been playing school footy in Oakley. So that's been a really great honour, and I've had a lot of fun with those programs. Why I play footy, I think it's definitely just because I love it. That's pretty much why most boys play, I guess. But for me, I've always loved it. I've always been a bit of a footy head, always watching the footy when it's on, and taking a real keen interest in whether it's people in my own age group or people above and below. And I've been lucky enough to play with some great players that are on AFL list at the moment, and also some great players that are younger than me that have also taught me some good things. So I'd say I'm extremely blessed with the pathway that I've kind of experienced, and definitely wouldn't change it for the world. But definitely playing footy because of my love for the game.
Awesome. So a lot of coaches over the past 12 months have described your playing traits to be very similar to someone like Toby Green. What player do you aspire to be, and who inspires you as a footballer?
Toby Green's probably one of them, as you mentioned. I know you love giving me that nickname. So he's definitely a great player to watch. I think growing up as a young kid, I've always kind of been drawn to Scott Pendlebury. I think I try and, I guess, role model my game around the similar traits that he has with his poise, and he's obviously not blessed with crazy speed, but his ability to kind of use his smarts and football IQ to give himself space and be able to make good decisions is something that I've always kind of looked up to. Gary Ablett Jr. is probably another one. I know those two are outstanding players, but he's always kind of been that smaller mid-type, I guess, and his ability as well as his evasiveness, his goal sense is something that I've always also been drawn to, and he's kind of inspired me to always I guess push for that kind of mid-role selection, because he's not the tallest player out there, but he's probably one of the greatest to ever play, arguably. So probably more modern day, as you said, Toby Green. He's awesome. He's got some amazing X factor, but probably more recent, probably Zach Butters. I think his game's outstanding, and I love watching him play. He's a really exciting player, and as everyone can probably tell, he's not the strongest out there, but he doesn't make that an excuse. Sorry, and his ball use and what he does with the footy is amazing. So those are probably the main ones that I guess I love to watch and try and, I guess, base my game around.
Right. And just on those, we call them probably some of the best players in the league. As you've gone through your pathway, I'm sure you've learnt off a lot of players. Who have you found have been the best players that you've been able to play with so far?
I think last year, obviously at Oakley, but Trent Bianco was huge for me. His leadership, I guess, throughout the year, and I got to play on him at training a few times, and the things that I learned from him and what the kind of stuff he does and how hard he works on field, but also off field, and some of the efforts that he does, I guess, I was drawn to and I was pretty inspired by. So yeah, I learned a few good things off him. Obviously, Matty Rowe's a clear one. Yeah, went up against him a few times at training, and he brings out the competitiveness every time. So yeah, he was awesome. Fish last year obviously is on no far list at the moment, and yeah, he was a great player. He was a great leader, and yeah, probably one of the most humble guys I know. Just gets business done, and yeah, he's amazing. And obviously a few blokes that are in my level, like Will Phillips and Xavier Moore and Deegan Smith, those boys that I've been able to play school footy with since year 10, and I've seen their development as not only, I guess, footy players but also as people. And yeah, I believe those boys are due for great things. So yeah, I've definitely been very lucky in some of the players I've been surrounded with and be able to, I guess, have the opportunity to play and train with.
So you've played at a lot of high levels of football throughout your junior career. Can you differentiate the different intensity levels of each competition? Which one's your favourite to play, or are they very similar in the level of intensity?
Yeah, I'd say that they're pretty similar. I think from my perspective, obviously it gets a bit more intense as you grow older and get into, I guess, those more elite programs. But yeah, I found I think school footy has probably got a bit more, I guess, camaraderie, and mateship, probably that feeling since you're going to school every day with each other, and I guess all your mates are playing for the one team, which makes it really special. I probably think it's a bit more contested. I think the ground's probably a bit smaller, and the skill level might not be, I guess, as high as some NAB league teams, I guess, when all the APS boys are playing. So yeah, I've also found that. But I think they definitely all have their pros and cons. I probably couldn't, I guess, choose one that I like better. I think they both helped me develop really well, and yeah, NAB leagues helped me become really professional, and I've got to, I guess, learn and play with players that other necessarily wouldn't get the chance to do. So yeah, they're both definitely have their pros and cons, and I'm extremely lucky that I've been able to be a part of both of them. You get to I guess, learn certain things from different leagues. So yeah, as I said, I've been super lucky.
And just on those pathways that you've been involved with, so I just wanted to obviously you've had Anthony Phillips as a coach at Caulfield for a little while. My first part of the question is, are there any other coaches that have helped you along the way? And in relation to that, what are your strengths and what do you think are your weaknesses that you're going to continue to work towards?
Definitely some of the Oakley coaching squad. Lee Clark obviously is the main coach. He's really helped me in my development, and obviously I was lucky enough to get the opportunity to play under him last year, and he had the belief in me to play as a bottom major, so I was really grateful for that, and I felt like I was able to build a really good relationship with him due to that the bottom major year. So that was awesome. Obviously the line coaches, there's Ben Friggy down there. He's a Caulfield boy. When I was playing down back, he was there. So that was awesome. And also the forward and the mid coach at Oakley were awesome. In terms of strengths and weaknesses, I think for me personally, I try and pride myself on, I guess, my game IQ and my footy smarts. I feel like that helps me make decisions with how I use the footy, and also try and pride myself on my skills. I feel like I'm pretty good by hand and foot, and when I do get the ball, I can be damaging. So those are probably the main things. Probably as well, I feel like I like to play, I guess, on instinct. So I like to just, I guess, use my X factor and just, I guess, be creative and
the Bailey Laurie shimmy.
Just we've got to be smart with it, obviously, but just try and, I guess, make something out of nothing. Weaknesses, I think probably my main one, I guess, athletically, was my endurance, which is something that I've been working really hard at. I feel like, as I spoke about before, when I do get the footy, I feel like I'm able to, impact well and use it really effectively. So just trying to get more of the footy and trying to get my hands on it more, I feel like I'll be able to, I guess, have it even greater impact. I think contested marking is also something that I've been trying to work on. Obviously, it's been a bit hard throughout this period, but I feel like if I'm able to develop that contested marking craft, especially when I'm playing forward, then I'll just round out my game a lot more, and I'll be not just dangerous on the ground, but also in the air. And those are probably the main ones. Obviously,
Okay.
I think there's speed and power, which I think if I'm lucky enough to get into an AFL environment, I'll be able to improve just through training and the program and all of the gym stuff. But yeah, those are probably the main ones, I reckon.
So you've mentioned both, obviously, endurance and strength training, but in terms of your preparation and leading into the upcoming combine as well, what are the main aspects that you're really focusing on leading into it?
Yeah, as you spoke about, definitely that endurance. I've been trying to, I guess, run as much as I can, and I feel like I've been able to, I guess, become a lot fitter. I feel a lot fitter at the moment than I was, especially 12 months ago. So just trying to maintain that and even improve it. So hopefully I can get obviously a good 2K time at the time, 2K time trial. Sorry. And I've just pretty much just being consistent with my gym as well, doing that 2 or 3 times a week. Just trying to stay as disciplined as possible and making sure I'm eating the right stuff. Obviously, being mindful and doing meditation, that kind of helps keep me relaxed and I guess calms me down a little bit. So just taking a real professional approach, I guess, is my main mindset towards that, and just giving myself the best opportunity to get the best out of myself has been my attitude towards the whole thing. So those are probably the main things.
Well, good. And just a last one from me, and it's a bit of a random question. I know you've been interviewed by a few clubs. Has there been any of those random interview questions? Have any of them thrown you?
No, not really. They've all been pretty, I guess, not easy to answer, but I felt like I've answered them well, regardless of their difficulty. But there probably has been a little bit of, it's not weird, but like I got asked by one club what I'd do if I saw one of my teammates betting. So that kind of threw me off a bit. But I answered appropriately. There's probably another one. What does Christmas Day look like for me? I wasn't really expecting that. But I regret answering that because I said, oh yeah, just the family comes around. But I actually trained on Christmas Day and I didn't say that, so that was a bit stupid of me. But if I had that question again, I'd probably answer a bit better. But those are probably, I guess, not weird ones, but the most strangest that I've been asked.
Good.
Awesome. Well, we'll end it there, and it's been a really insightful interview with you, Bailey. We wish you the best of luck leading into the combine, and hopefully you knock off a few PBs. And good luck for the upcoming draft, and we expect you to go. So, good luck for everything that comes your way in the future.
Thanks, Brendan and Greg. It was great to chat to you guys today, and definitely had a lot of fun. So. Thank you for having me on, as I said, and hopefully we can catch up soon if lockdown, I guess, doesn't continue for too long. But thank you for your good luck wishes, and all the best.
Cheers,
thanks, mate. See you, bud.